Don't neglect people. Don't blame people for what they are not. Don't blame people for what they are not. But don't neglect your advantages. If somebody said it's going to be a failure, and you give him advice, doesn't want to do, don't bother about, don't talk about him. But don't allow that thing he's doing to make you ignore your advantages. Something that make you to stand out. Because that is what you rule with. God have to see something. You please listen, oh. Listen to me. Oh. David was recommended, though. David was recommended to Samuel by God, though. He was recommended. And God was watching him from in heaven and recommended him for his advantages. And God didn't waste time in telling us why he recommended him. He didn't recommend him for love. He recommended him for reasons. He said, these are the reasons that David should replace Saul. Reasons. And then somebody is saying, I have done everything I can do. Don't listen to that. Oh. The story of David has reasons. The story of Apostle Paul is in reason. Story of Joseph is in reason. Story of Esther is in reason. Story of Jesus is in reason. And then you said you're too much. That's why you kept down. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. Have you done evangelism uniquely? You're here, you are a person. And in your life, you mastered evangelism. That is a boy that loved God very well. Just saw. There are different kind of pastors. So. There are pastors that are from God, that marry women that love God. And there are pastors that marry girls for their selfish reasons. That one knelt down and said, oh God, I'm begging you to show me a girl that will help me in fulfilling my ministry. I have only one ministry. I need a wife. And suddenly, because God sees you in evangelism there, he sees you in prayer. He sees that in this church, that you have brought up to 35 people, only you. And it's personal. And then somebody is looking for a young man who wants a church to grow. He's looking for a wife. If you can make 35 people to come into a church, only you. And then you gave that boy 35 members after marrying you. You gave the boy 35 members. Because you know how to bring those members to the church. Why, if you know how to bring 35 members to the church, why will your marriage delay? It's not possible. Excuse me. There is no power under the sun that make valuable people useless. Anywhere you take them, their value will explode. As anywhere. And can I tell you something? Do you know why they are terrible? Their heart stays on something. There are people that their heart does not stay on something serious. What did I say? I said there are people that their hearts will never stay on something serious. So how does something become great before them? And then because you see, whatever that exploded from unique people who their heart stay with them. Their heart is with them. Tomorrow we are not going to be here for this program. They are thinking of what to do in the evening. They want to know when to start calling people to come to church. It's an inspiration. It's not a teacher's job. It's something that God put in somebody. It's a hunger. Can't you see the way? Can't you see the way I'm teaching? I'm not struggling. Huh? I'm not. Whatever I left here now, I'm going to continue with that in the choir. Now, excuse me. Because somebody, And I'll still be here on Sunday afternoon. It's the same thing. I'll just go on. Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. Do you know why it's obsession? I don't even care about who is not hearing. I don't even care about whether those who are hearing are tired. I don't even care about whether they have had too much. He just keeps saying it. He said because it's an obsession. Why I'm stopping now, I'm going to get busy with the choir. When I go home in the morning, I'll get busy with Sunday service. When the church closes on Sunday morning, I get busy with evening service. I'll be canceling plan, I'll be getting ready for that message I'll preach. The greatest antics of darkness is to make people trifle the advantages. Mind the trivials. People mind the trivials. People think about the trivials. People ignore advantages. People ignore steps to honor. You see, because of the deception of the fowler. They ignore it. And then the people model their days. I said the people do what? Yeah, they make mockery of their future. They struggle. They mind things that doesn't mind them. Because they don't care about what mind them. What I'm saying is that people, we should not be distracted. If you don't get the whole world to be what you want, be who you are, be who you should be first. Come up to with character building, so that people can, how do I say it? People can describe you the way you want to be described. If you have not yet achieved it, start. No time is late. There is something you want to paint about yourself in your mind. Something that when people say it about you, you'll be proud of yourself. Develop it. If you have not started, start. Your future must build on it. A legacy that your children should copy at a time. Something that represents your moral values, your spirituality, your earth relevance. Something that can even attract money to you if that's what you want. Values that wear crowns. Your advantages. It matters, man. It is more important than looking for who to change. Somebody's what? Advantages. Let me tell you a secret. God does not build our destiny on something we did for others. He builds our destiny on our advantage. On our altar. You can't talk about evangelizing in deeper life without evangelizing like Kumui. So when you go out there, no matter how you take it easy, you must tell the girl that you don't wear earring. Whether it is a sin or not, whether it is or not, you don't wear it. It's not to tell you, show her where it is in the Bible. You tell her that you're not showing her, but you can't wear it on Sunday. It's part of the evangelism. And then, there are some people that come with it. And then Kumi, you come to the altar, go through Bible now, and then keep on slamming it. Keep on slamming it. Like he will do restitution. He say, if you're here, your second wife of a woman, you must go from that woman. The first wife, the real wife. You are committing sin with a man. He will say it that way. And then the woman that came to church, that the second wife of a man, he said that she's no longer going to come to the church anymore because the pastor is condemning her. But meanwhile, you are the one who brought her. You follow her outside. You tell her, he said, your soul is more important than husband. Look at what pastor he said. Consider it. You keep on talking to her and you follow her to the gate. She didn't accept it that day. You went to her house. You allowed her area. She came back. You keep on talking to her because you're the one who brought her. Kumuyi doesn't know this. Kumuyi have already said what he will say. And then Kumuyi, after like 6 weeks, Kumuyi came back on it. And she keep on saying, the church should close so that she can go. What kind of church is this one? After church again, you went after her. Now, you don't tell Kumuyi to stop saying it. It is your job to convince her to leave the man alone. You don't go to Kumuyi and say, stop preaching what you're preaching. Sometimes some of us feel that way. Why is Shepherd preaching that way? Why am I preaching like that? I preach the standard from the altar. It's you that is convince the people on the pew to follow what I'm already saying. Did you clap for what I just said? Because I can't stop saying it. Huh? Huh? I can't stop saying it. You're the one that will break it down and then convince them to keep coming. It's the work of the pew. You don't come for the pew and tell the altar to remove the standard. And then before you know it, the woman started like that if she leaves, where will she stay? She now trying to buy into it. You now start telling her that the man should give her a house, rent her two-bedroom flat somewhere, and it's not that two of you are quarreling, but because she's born again now. And then you follow that girl through. Follow her through. That's how that church became big. Huh? Because those who are part of that church took responsibility to grow it. They follow the people extra mile to make them righteous. The Bible said they are like the stars of heaven that turn the heart of men to righteousness. Don't joke with turning people's heart to righteousness. Turn people's heart like this. Like on Sunday, you see that somebody should come to church. Your target is, I will turn this heart to righteousness. That is maturity. It's different from, please hear me. It's different from somebody who should now turn people to righteousness. We always want to be looking for miracle on Sunday morning. You have left that place already. The miracle now is in the work. Your miracle now is in the work. It's about the stars in your crown now. It's not looking for miracle like new converts. Do you know, maybe I should emphasize, do you know that a lot of people are not blessed? Because they are still too long in one form of, Lord, bless me, bless me, bless me. You've left that. That pattern of taking blessing is not for you at this level. It's for you to bear fruit. To bear, yes. Because every time, like this is April, this is February. Every time God wants to grow you, He look at your accomplishment. You look at your achievement. That particular 2022, 3 years ago, when I was praying for the people that own that land, where they are building cathedral now, that year, I stayed for 40 days without taking one apple, even apple. I didn't bite anything. I didn't bite anything. When 40 days was about to end, I started spitting out blood. Because sometimes if the meeting does not come, the day we are not have meeting, I'll come here and pray like about 6 hours without eating. Because I was not only looking for I was not only persuading God to make them pay, I mean, to sell the land. When they agreed to sell the land, I started praying for money to buy it. Because I didn't want to make it church burden. And I succeeded. Now, that time, if I'm praying, and if I spit, I see blood, I will stop the prayer and go inside and wait. And rest more. Because I know that something tore inside me. Until that fasting, when that fasting ended, then I started relaxing, and it stopped. So there are some things sometimes that could be sign of stress. When stress shows you sign, you can't stop. When there is resistance in your decisions, you can't stop. You have to win. I say you have to. You have to go on. You can't stop because something is resisting you. No. No. You are a divine person. You should go on and win it. Praise God. He said, future belongs to God's lives. Future. Gagging a man enforces discipline. Future belongs to God's life. God's lives. Gagging a man enforces discipline. It tempts a man. Nothing great can be arrested. Nothing great can be arrested if a man is not arrested. The word gag is synonymous to arrest. That is deny you liberty. Deny you what you want to do. That is what I mean by gag. Deny you what you want to do. In Philippians chapter 3, 12